Hey y'all, welcome to Lena's Lifeline. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching, and I'm gonna again go off script, and I'm actually just gonna talk about personal experiences that I went through. So first and foremost, I want to thank God for being able to do this, for having the voice, and for him allowing me to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to do this with you guys. So today I'm going to talk about my walk in Christ. I can't speak for everybody else. I can't speak for this person, that person. Only person I can speak for is myself. So that is what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to shine a little light on my life and let you guys know why I am where I am and how God helped me get there. So in previous videos, you've heard quite a bit about, mental health issues and everything. And I did not know much of that when I was younger. I was kind of in a box growing up. And like people say, your parents only teach you what they know. And I'm not down on my parents for anything that they did. I love my parents to death. And I'm very thankful for everything they did, even for just bringing me up and doing everything for me that they could. I am very thankful now. Back in the days when I was younger, I was a very bratty little child. I was spoiled. I didn't listen. I was very hot-headed. And now I look back on myself, I don't regret it, but I wish I would have actually listened. And what I mean by actually listened is I wish that I would have taken the advice that my parents had gave me. I didn't realize until after my father died what he was trying to do for me and what he was trying to set me up for, which is success, which, trying to help me do this and everything. Yes, it was in his way, and in my mind when I was younger, it was, oh, I'm an adult, I can do it my way. And then I fall on my butt and end up, right back in his hands where it's like, okay, I need help again. And I didn't realize that until I was older. So I'm very thankful for my mom and my dad. I wouldn't be where I am today without either of them. I keep saying I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful for God putting them in my life. And so growing up, I kind of had a rough life that I didn't speak to many people about. Like I held a lot of stuff in. I didn't talk to many people. It was just a lot, dealing with. But when I was 20 years old, I was in a state of mind where I didn't want to live the life that I was living anymore. From a very young age of 16, in my mind, I wanted to get pregnant by someone to give my dad something to live for, because I felt like I wasn't enough. And even though I felt like I wasn't, because I wasn't making him proud. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, what he wanted me to do. So I always felt like I was a disappointment to him. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give him a grandchild so he could continue living and not feel like he didn't have anything to live for. With that being said, my parents worked a lot to provide for me. My dad's way of saying it is that he wanted to give me what he never had. And now I understand that, having kids and being a parent, you want to give your kids what you didn't have. And I learned from my dad that yes, money is important, but time is more important. And so I try to give my kids as much time as I can. Kids are a handful, but it's a part of being a parent. And so I I was in and out of relationships. I was with this guy, and it wasn't where I wanted to be. I just wanted to fill that void that I had, of just having somebody to love me like I wanted to be loved. And I couldn't find that. And every time I thought I found it, I still didn't. And I had to learn the hard way. And my mom still tells me that to this day. Selena, you have to learn the hard way. I can tell you, but I can't lead you to the water. So I had to figure out the hard way. And I did. And I was on a very disturbing journey. Now that I look at it, it was very disturbing, and the path that I was on was not as good as I wanted it to be. So one day, Valentine's Day to be exact, I was involved with someone, or trying to be involved with someone, and nothing in my life was going well. The little fling that me and the guy had going on wasn't going good. Me and my dad were on bad terms. I just felt like there was nothing else to live for. And so that specific day, Valentine's Day of 2017, I prayed to God, and I asked him, God, if you're real and if I have a purpose, show me something, please. And I begged him. And so, to be honest, I started planning. And I was very hesitant because I didn't want to leave the people that I loved, but I was really, really gonna do it. And to be honest, it wasn't my first try. I've tried to overdose before. I was in a mental institute before for overdosing and all of that. But anyway, so I had gotten a text that day from a gentleman that I had met a couple of weeks before, asking if I wanted to go to a basketball game. And it was Valentine's Day. I didn't have anybody to hang out with. I didn't have anything to do. So I just took it as it was, and I went with him and his brother. And we went, had a great time. It was at the high school that I graduated from. And it went very well. After we went to the basketball game, we went out to eat, just hanging out and everything. And so after we went to go eat, we went back to my house, and we all just stayed in the car and we talked. And I kind of explained to them what I was going through and everything, and to figure out they were Christians. They were youth ministers. And I kind of I felt comfortable. I felt like I was wanted around them too, and it felt really good being around them. And so they had spoke to me, spoke life into me, and they told me, we would like for you to come to church. We have a youth program, and we would like to help you get through what you're going through. And me being hesitant, I was like, okay. And so before the night ended, I was telling them a little bit about what I was going through with my father and everything. And there was one specific thing that one of them told me, and it still to this day sticks with me. He looked at me and he told me, he said, I'm going to tell you one thing. He said, a soft answer turns away wrath. And I didn't really get what it meant. I didn't understand. So he broke it down to me, and it's Proverbs 25 and 15. And it's, with patience, a ruler may be persuaded. A soft tongue will break a bone, which means a soft answer turns away the problems. It turns away the anger and everything. But if you just continue to yell at the person, and if you continue to argue with that person, it just makes it worse. It just makes it worse on you too, on both of the two people who are arguing or whatever it may be. They say you fight fire with fire, you just get burnt. And that's exactly what me and my father were doing. And so when he explained that to me and told me that, I took it and I sat with it. And right after that, when my father got home, we had gotten into a small argument, and I took everything that I was told and I just sat back and I listened. And I kindly whispered, and he told me, he said, if me and you are arguing right now and I whisper back to you, that makes you want to whisper back to me. And I was like, okay, like I understand that. And so when I did it, it kind of brought my father's voice down. It was like, okay, this might work a little bit. This might work. And so with that, it just showed me that I had a lot of knowledge that I wanted to learn. And not only just in the Bible or anything, but from these young gentlemen, that I wanted them to teach me everything they knew. And so the first Sunday came up and they asked me to go to church with them, and I was kind of scared. So I can't go. I didn't show up. So the next Sunday I did end up going, and I completely enjoyed myself. I did end up going to a church called Faith Clinic Christian Ministries off of Polk in Amarillo, Texas. And from that day forward, my life had changed forever, because all of the answers that I was looking for came to me. All the questions that I had were answered. And a lot of people are skeptical about Christians or whatever it is, and everybody has their reasons. But me, I have proof in Jesus, because he changed my life. He turned my life around. And everybody doesn't stay on that path. You get on, you get off, and I've got on that path and off that path quite a lot since then. And I don't regret it. Everything happens for a reason. I've learned, and God still loves me. And I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. And that's never going to change, because I wouldn't be where I am today without him. So I say all of that to say that I feel like God sent those two gentlemen into my life to save my life, to give me something more to look at than just what I was going through. They gave me purpose. They gave me life, really. God, I found life in God. And I figured out the true meaning of love. If I don't love God, I can't love myself. If I don't love myself, I can't love anybody else. And if any of you out there want to figure out the real reason, the real meaning of love, look at God, because he is truly it. He really is. It's just a thing. It's gonna take time. I've healed from a lot of things that I went through in the past, and it's helped me a lot. And God is the only reason I'm here today, healing from the stuff that I've been through and that I'm going through. I want anybody who thinks they're alone and that, they can't make it through the day, the night, the rest of the week, that you can. And if you do take that chance of, believing in Jesus or whatever it is and want to take that walk, that's fine, But if you don't, that's also fine. I don't judge anybody. God didn't judge anybody. What Tupac say? Only God can judge me. So I just want to share that with you guys and let you guys know that I do this for the man who saved my life, God. And there's no other reason. I've been told in my life there's other purposes, and yes, there might be another purpose in my life, but as of right now, this is all I can do. God he's taken me step by step, and to be able to speak to you guys about this stuff means a lot to me, because I know that I'm doing God a favor by speaking the word of him. And I'm not the type of person to just be like, oh my gosh, you need to love Jesus, you need to do this. I'm not that type of person. If you want to talk about Jesus to me, that person will come to me. I have to be the seed and to let you guys know that I am here if you do want to talk. And if you don't, that's fine. You'll come around if you want to. And if you don't, that's fine too. A lot of people have their own time that they want to do it. You know, everybody is on a different time frame, which is fine. Everybody lives their own life, you know. Not everybody wants to talk about their problems. Not everybody wants to talk about how they got through the problems that they got through, why they became a son or a daughter of Christ, you know what I mean? Like, it's all different stories. So I just thought I would share that with you guys today. Maybe we can go deeper into it later in a different video. But as for now, I think this is going to be it. Thank you guys for tuning in to Lena's Lifeline. Just listen.